So today I'm at a friend's house and I want to show you his workspace because he custom made it and it's really cool. So here you go. So this is my friend's desk. He has 7 monitors hooked up to one PC, so a multi-monitor setup. He built the monitor stand himself. He also covered his desk with aluminum flashing just to give it kind of that steampunk look. If you look on the wall right up here, you have speakers. You notice here he ran the cable for the speakers. So this is my friend Dan. He built this particular setup. So why don't you tell us a little bit about how you put together this monitor stand, because it is a pretty unique design and I haven't seen anybody else with something like this. So how'd you do it?
Okay, well first let me begin by saying this is version 2.0. I've always loved screens and always wanted to have as many screens as I can possibly have. So this one is made entirely out of 1-inch galvanized pipe, which is used for construction all the time, the associated fittings. And then for the arms, I used a special kind of custom fitting called key clamps, K-E-Y-C-L-A-M-P-S.
So which arms are you talking about?
Well, okay, so the base is just, it's like a square. It's a U with 2 feet, comes up, goes over 2 feet, and goes down, okay? And then each one of the outside satellite monitors are attached to one arm, which branches off from the central one. And all of those are adjustable. So with turning one screw, I can go around and I can move this monitor up and down, I can move it in and out, and then with a little adjustment I can also slide the monitor away from the center or closer. So you can use bigger monitors or smaller monitors or whatever. The whole thing is adjustable. It would also be really easy to adapt, so that if I wanted to say replace these 2 monitors with one big one and hang it vertically, or a second full-size monitor mounted up here, that will work as well. So for these I'll use the standard VESA mount, V-E-S-A, which uses 4 different screws and they're placed all at the same location. And I bought full movement mounts. So there's a hinge that moves up, down, left to right, tilt and pan and everything, in between the monitor and the pipe. The mounts are meant to be attached to a wall, but what I just did was I drilled holes in the pipe, attached the mounts directly to the pipe, and then just took the monitor onto the mount. So the monitor stand in total, not counting the screens, just the materials, probably cost me about $150. Pipe is cheap. You can get a 10-foot section of this pipe for like 18 bucks, and they'll cut it for you. Home Depot will cut it for you in however many lengths you want and everything. But the fittings are expensive. Like one T fitting can be $6 or $8, and the key clamps, the special ones that I was talking about, are quite expensive as well. I think they're like $7 a piece. So when if you buy one, okay, but if you're buying 6 of them, 7 of them, they get expensive. 150 bucks total. Find your monitors at a flea market or a thrift store, and it's modular, so you can adapt it to change it to fit whatever you want, and it's always evolving. Yeah, the desk is a different project in and of itself. I was inspired by a really, really expensive chair in a furniture store that I saw in Madrid, Spain. And it was designed to look like 1940s, 1950s steel skin aircraft. This desk probably has about 1,200 screws in it, all pre-drilled. So you have to drill a hole and then put the screw in afterward. And probably about 25 to 30 hours. The sheet metal is typical aluminum flashing like you would buy at Home Depot. It comes in big rolls and you can buy this about 50 bucks for a roll. And then the screws are meant for sheet metal and lath. And the sheet metal you can cut with a good pair of tin snips. So it's basically like cutting it with scissors. So what I did was I took a pre-built desk. This is an IKEA desk, and then I extended it over with a custom piece. So there's actually a seam here. It's 2 pieces of wood. And then cut out the metal in whatever shape I decided. It would be really, really easy to do the entire desk in uniform strips, 10, 20 inches wide all the way across. But I wanted more of sort of an industrial steampunk look, so I decided to do it in patches. Patches are way more work, by the way. So you cut out the patches, you start at one end, pre-drill all your holes through the sheet metal into the wood, and then screw down the sides that are gonna stay, and then you just overlap all the way across. You have this piece at the top, and then it folds around the corner and it folds under the desk. So to get nice clean lines like that, you gotta have some kind of way to bend the sheet metal. If I did it again, I would use a heavier gauge sheet metal. Because of the lightness of the sheet metal, it was really nice to cut with scissors, and it was inexpensive, but it also, you get a little bit of warping here, so if you look, it's not perfectly flat and uniform, so I would use a heavier gauge sheet metal if I did it again.
So that's it for now. I will see you guys next time.